It's time for Wretched Radio with Todd Friel.
There's a reason this song is number one. This is Wretched Radio. If you don't follow the contemporary Christian charts, Daddy-O.
Which I don't.
You perhaps don't. Well, then I am going to educate
for 57.
you. 62 weeks. Number one song. Do you know what it is? 62 weeks. Has nothing to do with a body of water. Elvis did not sing it. It has nothing to do with God being reckless in any way, shape, or form. It's a song about you. It's a song about me. It's a song about depression. The number one song for the last 62 weeks is a song titled You Say by Lauren Daigle, a crossover artist. She's with the Hillsong Gang, the Bethel Folks. Listen to the lyrics of this song and ask yourself the question, why is this the number one song for 62 weeks? Why was the others about oceans? God's love is bigger than the ocean. His love consumes me. I'm in an ocean of his love. Why are these songs so popular? Listen to the lyrics from You Say. I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Oh. What is she describing? I think what millions and millions and millions and millions of people are feeling. These are, in my estimation, the words of somebody who wrestles with blue thoughts, with emotions that are dark, that are what our culture and the DSM-5 would call depressive thoughts. And we're seeing depression and anxiety and suicide rates off the charts these days. Many factors contributing to that, but it is unmistakable. And people are hearing this song and they're going, okay, something that can help me feel better. I just want to feel better because I feel so awful. Here's the rest of the lyrics. You say, presumably talking about God, I am loved when I can't feel a thing. Hear the language on that, when I can't feel a thing. You say I'm strong even though I'm weak, can't get out of bed. And you say I am held even when I'm falling short. And when I don't belong, you say I'm yours. And I believe, what you say of me, I believe. Now, not to dissect each sentence here and how I think the lines could have been written a little bit clearer theologically. The point of this is this song is resonating because people are hurting. And I think that the church should learn a lesson from Lauren Daigle's success and start asking, are we ministering to our people who are struggling with these types of thoughts? Now, some of the sentiments in here aren't terrible, quite honestly. We need to be reminded of the truth of what God says, not what we think, not what we feel, but what does God say? That's biblical counseling, reorienting the fallen, broken brain of all of us to be in alignment with the truth of God's word. She sings, the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth. In you I find my identity. You say I'm loved when I don't feel a thing, taking all I have, and now in laying it at your feet, you have every failure, God. You have every victory. I believe what you say of me. Question. Do you understand what some people are going through when it comes to the issue of depression? Let me take you on a bit of a journey. Ed Welch, writing a book called Depression, Looking Up from the Stubborn Darkness, Chapter 2. I read this book over the weekend. Well worth the effort, and I would encourage anybody who is struggling with any sort of depressive thoughts, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, please, this book, it's very good. I think he gives us a peek, an insight into what so many people are feeling that Lauren Daigle has tapped into with a record-breaking 62 weeks number one single in Christian music from Ed Welch's book. I felt like I was walking through a field of dead flowers and found one beautiful rose. But when I bent down to smell it, I fell into an invisible hole. Depression involves a complete absence of affect, absence of feeling, absence of response, absence of interest. Now, please note, the book goes on, and perhaps we'll tackle this as time goes by, the explanations for these things, where these things come from, and certainly how to deal with them biblically. But this is to give us a peek into the hearts of what is happening in people who are feeling so blue, so low, so hopeless, so miserable. They're feeling miserable. I can't recall in this particular book, but the comparison was, imagine the loss of a child, or you lose your mom. You know, that to the bone, overwhelming grief, sadness. Just imagine that all the time. Inexplicable. Don't know why it's there. Don't know what brought it on. And don't know what's going to make it go away, because you can't. And you're getting tired. And you feel like you're going down for the last time. That's what some of these folks are experiencing, who genuinely have something that they are struggling with that we will call depression. It is that strong, and I think that many people are dealing with it, and that is why Lauren Daigle has been at number 1 for 62 weeks. From the book by Ed Welch, the mental pain seems unbearable. Time stands still. I can't go on, said a 12-year-old girl. I could weep by the hour like a child, and yet I know not what I wept for, said Charles Spurgeon, the prince of preachers. It was a veritable howling tempest in the brain. My bones wasted away. The unhappiness was like dust that infiltrated everything. Another person. It's not just pain. It feels like meaningless pain. That's all I want in life, for this pain to seem purposeful. Oh, do you hear how that just sets us up for theological truth? Oh, do you hear it? People who are like, well, okay, I've got this pain. I've got this ache inside. I've got this blue feeling. I have no affect. I'm just dead on the inside. I'm done. There's no purpose. Just give me a reason for it and I can endure. Does God have any purpose in suffering? Does God have any reason for us to be going through the dark night of the soul? Yes, read Psalm 119. It was good that I was afflicted, so that, what? I would trust in you. There's a purpose in God's affliction. And so many people go through these depressive episodes and lifetimes not knowing why. And here we sit as Christians with the explanation. If only we would enter the arena. And it goes on this more and more, but these are the highlights, or lowlights if you prefer. You would think that if your circumstances were better, you would be too. But depression has a logic of its own. You just think, okay, so if everything would be fine, I'd be fine. It's not true. I'm going to be speaking tomorrow night at an event in a county that is downright rich. I don't know what the per capita income is in this country. Just based on driving around the place, people are doing just fine, thank you very much. And yet their kids are killing themselves. Parents are taking their own lives. Why? Everything's perfect. They've got 5,000 square foot homes, 7,000 square foot homes. They drive fancy cars. They're all over the place in Atlanta. They're just fancy cars everywhere. And yet people are taking that. Stuff doesn't get rid of these feelings and these thoughts. Decisions are impossible. The mind is locked. How can you decide when you have no emotional preferences? Do you want to eat breakfast? I don't care. What would you like? I don't care. Would you like your egg sunny side up? I don't care. I don't even care that you keep asking me questions, because I don't even care about these questions. I don't care about me. I don't care about you. I don't care about anything. The only certainty is that misery will persist. The only thing you know is that you are a guilty, shameful, and worthless person. It's not that you've made mistakes in your life or sinned or reaped futility. It is that you are a mistake. You are sin. You are futility. In this regard, depression can be a form of self-punishment, however subconsciously or involuntarily administered. You are confident that everyone would be better off without you. Is it any wonder suicidal thoughts are always close to people who are depressed? This is what millions experience on a daily basis. And they are reaching out to secular psychologists. They're reaching out to pop songs. They are reaching out to the medicine cabinet. They are reaching out to things that cannot give them lasting help and hope. But there is a God of all hope who wants us to live an abundant life and have a peace that surpasses all understanding. How does the Bible deal with these blue people? Next on Wretched Radio.
Wretched. We're hip. We're technologically savvy. Would you please join us in liking, subscribing, or sharing this video?